Hi everyone, it's me again. It's Friday. It's not last night. Uh, Thursday night. It's just mad, isn't it? The way we have to change and what everything and about everything. But anyway, we're here. We're going to talk about football. Obviously, we're going to talk about LFC. We're going to talk about last night's match. So, what your comments about last night's match? I also want your comments about Sunday and Man United, the big game, and also comments about the new stand, the Annie Road stand, being open for the first time to fans. Won't be full, but at least there'll be a few thousand up at the upper end of the Anfield Road. So that should be okay. That should be okay. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the silly season. And the silly season is this. The silly season is rumours about incoming players. Now, could that be paper talk, to get it interesting going? Because in a couple of weeks, it'll be January, the window will be open, will Liverpool be going after somebody? And can't believe that Liverpool are going after so many. Incapi, for example, from Bayer Leverkusen. Polina from Fulham. I like Polina. I think he's brilliant, that lad. I've seen him against Liverpool the other week, and he was outstanding. He was outstanding, really good. He'd be a fantastic defensive midfielder for us. All right, he's 28, so what? Pay the money. He'll be absolutely fantastic for the Nets. He really will. He really will. And as Darryl says, Paulina is coming. Well, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about it. And Frankie is here. I'll be shaving this off tomorrow, by the way. Well, you can see this bloody beard. I've got the all clear to shave. I couldn't be shaving for the last couple of weeks. Hence the beard. Can't even cut it on. Anyway, sent a message to Jason waiting for the link. Can't believe the Paulina news is so exciting. Jason's not here, so he will be here later on if you hang on, and he'll bring you in. I can't bring you in, you see. So it's a shame. It's a shame, Darryl. But anyway, there's people out there. Let's see your messages. Let's see your comments. What did you think about last night and the kids and the defeat 2-1? How did we play? Was it short where we shown up? To be honest, it's an ordinary side. It's an ordinary side. And we would. I can't really judge about the game. I really can't because there were so many changes again. You can't make too many changes. Yet you had the likes of Nunes playing. Canete was there. Joe Gomez was there. So, you did Jones, Curtis Jones. So they were all. And I totally agree. Darryl says Joke was awful. Yes. Yeah, but he was out on the left. This is what you've got to, think about. He's a little right winger, but he was out on the left. I just don't know. I just don't know about anything, to be honest. Whether can you question Klopp with too many changes? But mind you, what if he would have played our full team, and beat this lot last night, this Belgian side, and someone got injured? This is what you've got to look at. It was a rubber anyway, so we had nothing to gain from it, really. So I wasn't worried. But it's the manner in which we were defeated, to be honest. That's why. Uh, Brian, Brian, good evening, my good friends. Hope you're well, Steve and Gerard. Hiya, Brian. Hiya, mate. Hope you're well. Is there rumours about Nkapi then, Frank? Yeah, there is. Listen, let's get back to it. Yeah, there are rumours about him, to be honest, though. We've got a big, strong interest. And listen to me, don't forget your Viagra tonight. Don't forget your Viagra for. I'm my own here. Oh, it's great, isn't it? But anyway, no, I've got to take me tablet later on, 9 o'clock as usual. People say, well, why don't you bring your tablet in? I've got to take it with a certain medicine, unfortunately, and that's in the fridge. I've got to keep it in the fridge. You've got to keep it cold, so that's why I don't take it out here now, if you know what I mean. They're not ordinary tablets, these. Anyway, don't forget. No, not George tonight. He's out with some people. His night is a Tuesday, so it could be on my own. I did have someone coming on, but the link's being sent out today. The link has been sent out, unfortunately. I don't. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, there's Laura. I'll bring it on now. Hey Laura,
Hello,
you're
you
okay?
okay? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. So you're not nervous or anything, are you? Are you frozen?
No,
Yeah. No.
I'm not
Okay.
nervous about Sunday either.
Oh, and you know.
I think we're going to win by a big score.
All right. Okay, Laura.
I think we're
It's
going to win. I think we're
yeah.
going to win 9-0.
Okay. No. I
Yeah,
know. I know.
yeah.
Well, that's
I've,
optimism
I
in a
have
big way.
confidence. United are rubbish.
Well, they are. Yeah, they are actually, Laura. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. And Tony Martin says,
Rubbish.
hello, Frankie, and ho, 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 because this is, this big Christmas, isn't it, now? And there's three oh, yeah, there's a pint for me as well, a thumbs up, a big grin, and Father Christmas as well. Well, that's nice. I call him the mince pie man, Tony, because Tony, every Christmas he brings me a big tray of big mince pies, the biggest mince pies you're ever likely to see. They're huge. So anyway, that's him. Let's see what Brian has to say. Just in the first half, right, wasn't good, but I wasn't concerned about this match before if before it. And I'm not going to single out individuals in a game that didn't really matter. Says Brian. No, you're right, Brian. And this is what I mean. It was just a no game. But what people were saying, we lost our record in Europe, which is sad, by the way. But then again, I'd rather them play. This is Klopp, by the way. Rather than play the kids rather than the first teams. He could easily get injured. Could he before this big match on Sunday that our Laura here is saying we're going to win 9-0 or something. Which is a
I'll
great
be
job.
there cheering them on.
I hope so. My daughter Francine is my daughter Francine. She's going. She got her.
Where does she sit?
She's going into there. She's in the middle of the Kenny Dalglish stand. That's where she is. She'll be seated there. She got this
And that
particular.
Rosie as away manager.
Where are you? Where are you then?
That Rosie and your away manager.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
In the main stands.
Yeah, in the main stands, eh? Right behind the manager, right behind Klopp. Do you give him stick
No,
or do you?
behind Eric Ten Hag.
Oh, right, yeah.
Behind the United manager.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That side, yeah.
You'll be able to shout some, don't be shouting obscene names to him, though, Laura. Okay. Don't be shouting obscene names.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be good.
Yeah, of course. Mate, I've done that, haven't I don't know what's happened to me. Just don't know what's happened. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Listen, you've got to me. Darryl says, I'll join you, Frank. I don't know what's happened to me, to be honest. But I'm still here, you know, I'll most probably just come on. So this is why we have our producer. I'm not useless at all this, to be honest. We'll just try and sort. And Darryl says, I'll join you, Frank. There's nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do, to be honest, Darryl, until Jason appears. But he's working late, unfortunately. But I'll try and get hold of him in the meantime to get you on if he's home, okay? And Brian says, and in a game which will be bigger and better atmosphere, those boys would have done far better. I agree with you there on that. This is last night's game, by the way. He's talking about last night's game. And he says, hello. His name is, it's not James, it's Brian. So he says, hi Laura, good to see you, love. How's that? Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And Stephen Snape, last night was simply minds over matter. We don't mind about last night because in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. Absolutely, that's what I said. That's what I said, to be honest, Stephen, myself, when we opened up the show. And Mark Simons, he says, is the new stands open for the United game? Yes, it is, Mark, because it's not going to be chock-a-block. I think there's going to, I don't know, I just don't know how many's filling in. I think it's around to the whole of the grounds on Sunday.
I think it's 7,000.
Yeah, 57,000 should be in the ground. We're going to be 4,000 less, put it that way, which is nice. And Paul Turner, he says, hello, Frank. Just subscribed after being on Jamie Phillips' podcast. Just seen some of your post shows with Georgie and Lee. Really enjoyed it. I can't find Lee. I don't know where he is, to be honest, Paul. Just cannot find it. I don't know what's happened to him. He might be ill, actually. I don't know. I just don't know, Paul. And thanks for joining and subscribing. Thank you so much, because I really need the algorithm out there. I still can't get myself onto it. I still can't. I don't know what's happened to me, to be honest. I really don't.
Go on your camera.
No, I can't. See, everything is built in, Laura. Everything. There's my camera right there. You can't see it. I'm looking at it now. And I just can't see it until Jason comes in. To be honest. And Tony Martin says, hello, Laura, welcome to the show. And he gives you a little scotch, a thumbs up and a big smile. How's that?
I like that.
Do you like that, do you?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on. So listen, people, Let's get some comments in. So the likes of myself, I just don't know. I think I've lost Laura now. I just think I've lost Laura. We are getting another view from the Union team on top of the Belgian league, so it's never going to be a war in the park. So 2-1 with that team and no injuries. That's a result for us, says Brian. Absolutely, Brian. And Paul says, Paul Turner, you're welcome, Frank. Love the content between the Reds since Bob Paisley took over as manager. Well, to be honest, I've been through the Shankly era. I've been through the. Listen, I've got to sort this out. Will you just hang on a sec, please, people? And the people out there, just hang on a sec because I'm lost here. I am absolutely lost. Just bear with me. Bear with me, please. Are you there, Jay? Thanks a lot, mate. Yeah, thanks a lot. No green light though. There's no green light there. Yeah, that's it then. Thanks a lot, Jay. Jay, do you mind if I ring you after the pod? Thank you. Thank you. See you later. Bye now. Bye. Yeah. See, that's why you have producers so that they sort things out. I'm sorry about that. I really. And Natalie, look at this. Come on, Frank, pay the lucky go. Pay the lucky go. Right. Right, so let's get back to I don't know where Laura's gone, unfortunately. Maybe she doesn't like me beard. I don't know. It's the first time the young girl's been on. Anyway, Union's second goal was way offside. It was 1-1 in reality, says Mark, which isn't bad for the under-21s versus Belgian leader. No, you're right. I understand that. But we can't afford to have too many changes in any side. I'm being honest. All right. It was a non-entity game in my opinion and your opinion and everybody else's opinion. But you're right there, Mark. I'll go along with that. Yeah. And they are the Belgian leaders, by the way. Glad you said, Mark, because I didn't see any replay of it. And at first glance, it looked well off. Although Kelleher a bit dodgy for the second. Yeah, it's just as well. Again, it's just as well that we have Alisson in goal, because last weekend we would have been beaten only for them unbelievable saves by Alisson. And the last minute one as well, when the lad entered the town from about 2 yards out. And the great anticipation and the quickness of Alisson when he got to that ball. That's what you've got to look at with the finest goalkeeper in the world. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups and everything, to be honest. But that's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. And I'd like you to comment on. I'd like you to comment on the players. I'd like you to comment on these rumours about Nkappi. Here's what I think. See if I'm right or wrong. If Fulham are willing to sell Polina, right, and go in for this Andre, what's that saying about Liverpool? What's it saying about Liverpool? Do you understand? What's it saying about Liverpool? Why don't we just go after Andre? Because, in my opinion, Andre is fantastic. Andre's a fantastic player. And I'd love him here. I really would. And he'd just slot into the Liverpool side. He really would. What's your take? Got a new one here. Ant joined. Hiya, Ant. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining. If you've subscribed, that's fantastic, because I need the algorithm out there. And if anyone, I know there's lads out there who know Jamie Phillips, but we can't get hold of him because he wanted to come on the other night, but we can't get hold of him. And that's the sad thing. I wish they could send a link to Jason so that Jason could just have him on anytime he wants and just send a link out all the time. So if anyone knows, I'm going to bring Daryl on here. Now, Daryl, I can't see your face. I don't know where Laura went. There he is.
Hey, Frank.
You're okay. You're not going to watch the telly, are you?
No, no telly tonight.
No telly. I hope it's your pay your lecky bill, as Brian Edley would say. Pay your lecky bill, like me. So what did you think about last night? Well, I tell you what, no, forget last night. What do you think of these these rumours, that's all they are, rumours about Liverpool going after A, B, C, and D. What do you think?
I think Klopp's had, I wouldn't say enough, but I don't think he's very convinced in Endo now. I think he wants that destroyer, a player like him, don't matter about the age. He's going to play to about 33, 34. He's got a good 5-6 years in him. Get him now. I'd pay the money for Palhinha. Get him. He's a piece that could win us the league, in my opinion.
Totally agree. I just want to answer a couple of people here. Paul Turner says, at the moment, Frank, Jamie is doing a show. Yeah, I know, but it's like the other night, Paul, and Mary Wallace. He tried to come on the show, and unfortunately, there's no link for him, and that's the problem we have here. There's just no link at all, because when he finishes his show, sometimes he wants to come on, because Jamie to me is one of the nicest people.
Yeah,
great talker and everything.
He's got K-Mac on at the moment.
Has he got? I like K-Mac as well.
Yeah, K-Mac's on with the Steve McManaman haircut.
Do you know what though? Not being funny. He's the image of Julian Lennon.
Yeah.
Julian Lennon, K-Mac and Julian Lennon are twins. He's John Lennon's long lost son. He's a nice fella as well, K-Mac. One of the nicest people. Stephen Snape says Schmeichel won the league for Man United a few times. Alisson is all day is equal. I think he's better, and certainly more agile than the Dane ever was. Becker's the best. No debate. Yes.
Yeah.
No debate, of course. And let's see Mary here. Mary Wallace says, Frank Jamie's on his channel live. Let you know, matey. Thank you, Mary. I have people, I don't know, Mary, if you're a real lady or what, or, you're a fella, because there's fellas using their wives or their daughters' things, whatever, they go on there, and I'm calling them love and everything, showering them with kisses of the fellas. Stephen, yes, Stephen, we keep Ali, we will get titles, full stop, but we need a couple of players to go along with Alisson's save, that saves, to be honest. So, yeah. So what do you think of this Nkappi? Have you never seen Nkappi, by the way?
I've seen him, but he's not playing a lot at Leverkusen at the moment. He's on the bench quite a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can't really judge him. I've not... We've got a chance because of Xavi Alonso's in charge, hasn't he? So we've got a chance of getting him.
Yeah, but, the price tag is around 60 million. Is he worth 60 million? That's the point.
I'd prefer Inacio, but that's just me.
Yeah, Inacio, yeah. He'd be very good, actually. But my preference, and I've said it all along, I've seen this lad play, is that Andre from Fluminense. I think
he's going to go Fulham, Frank, to be honest.
Well, this is the point. Why do Liverpool allow him to go to Fulham while we bring in Paulina? I don't understand that. We could get him for half of the price that Paulina would cost.
I think it's because he's Premier League proven, Frank.
Yeah, true. No, don't get me wrong. I'd love Paulina here. I would. Because I've seen him, when we played him a couple of weeks ago, absolutely outstanding. He was outstanding on that pitch. Like I said,
with Szoboszlai and McAllister. Oh, that sounds so tasty.
Yeah, very tasty, to be honest. And Brian Edley says, Good to see you, Darryl, mate.
Good to see you, bro. Jaden.
Brian, his name is.
Oh, Brian. Oh, Brian.
There's a neat cappy over here in Northern Ireland, Frank. Is he related? I don't think so. Mark Simon says Jamie Phillips sends his best regards from his live show. Oh, isn't that lovely? He's, as I said,
Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Jamie. He's a good lad.
he's brilliant. I love him. If there's any show, go and bang, get onto him. And I also, there's another pod which I admire, and it's Cop TV. Cop TV with Mario.
Oh, Coppish.
No, not Coppish. It's just called Cop TV. And it's Alex D. Gay, fully enough. Gilday, I'm sorry, Alex D. Gilday. And he's a smacking lad as well. And he has an Italian, big Italian supporter. Italian, but he supports her. So they have a good rapport, they bring in the people. And so they're the only two I really watch. I really do, because Jamie Phillips, as I said, is a lovely fella. Well worth watching, and I've got great respect and admiration for him and what he does. And he comes, now and again, he just comes on to my little pod, which is very helpful for me, to be honest. And Brian says, right lads, where is Trent playing on Sunday? And what about young Quansah's goal? Yeah. Look at that. Cop TV, we're asking about you, Frank, if you are going to Jurgens for the United game. I can't move. I'm being honest, I can't move yet. I'm still on medication. I went shopping with our Francine the other day. God blimey, it was done it. Can't move. I've got to get myself fit for the. When is it? A week Saturday, a week tomorrow. I've got to get myself fit because traditionally I take Francine out every Christmas Eve, but with Christmas Eve falling on a Sunday, we're going out on the Saturday because I've been taking her out for years. Just me and her for a Christmas drink. I've always done it. So anyway, she's coming out with me. She said, Dad, you better line it up for Saturday. I said, oh, well, I'll try to anyway. All my medication will be stopped then, by the way. So I should be okay. And I'll get a shave. Can't wait to get a shave, to be honest. But
anyway, I need one as well.
So if out of them, the likes of Paulina, the likes of Andre, the likes of Incapi, even that Toram, don't forget the other day, Liverpool are going after Toram. Who would you say we were going to buy one? Who would you like to see? Sorry, hang on. I'll ask the people out there as well. Who would you like to see out of those what I've just mentioned? That Incapi. And Asio as well, his name has been mentioned. So you've got these players, you've got Andre as well, you've got Paulina, you've got Taram. Who would you like to see if we were going to buy a DM? Who would you like to see out of those lot? Who would you like to see? Tell.
Paulina, definitely.
Paulina, yeah, because as you said, he's Premiership proven, and what a player.
He's got that bite about him. He's got tenacious. He's got that tackle. He goes in for everything. That's what I like.
Well, Stephen says Andre. Stephen Snape says Andre. To be honest, I was told ages ago, and I'm talking ages ago, that it was a done deal for Andre. It was a done, dusted deal for Andre. But how many times have we been told that? Remember Bellingham, Shumani, we were told about him. They're done deals, they're coming here. Never got them. Never got
I'll be back in a sec, Frank. 2 secs.
Okay, no problem. As Brian said, I would still like a left-sided centre back first, lads. Then either or for a number 6. I would like a left side. I've been saying that for ages. But I've also been saying about a defensive midfielder. I'll put it this way to everybody. This is Paul Turner here. Paul says AX. What's his name? What's his name? Andre. Yeah, thank you. That's good. I don't know what all that whistling is.
Oh, hang on, Frank. I'm coming back.
God, I don't have anything whistling, please. Anyway, I go along with you there, Paul. Andre, but I said, as I said just before, a minute or two ago, that we were involved, negotiations, put it that way. And I was told that it was a done deal, that we're bringing him in. And I'm talking months ago, that's months ago. We were bringing him in the January after he finishes his cup run for his team. So whether he is or not, I just don't know. Whether it's a smoke screen as well, with Fulham going in for him, I just don't know. But that Paulina is a great player. But I'd rather see this Andre come in, and as you said, Paul, and as Stephen Snape says, we'd rather see it. And don't forget, he's young as well. This lad is young, a younger lad. So let's hope that something happens. And there's Darryl again.
Back again.
Good. What happened? You're all right now?
Yeah, just had to sort out the boy upstairs.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I was watching. It's funny this. I was watching some things on YouTube today. I was just sitting there watching. And the next, it's like, things that make you laugh. And you've got CCTV, and this car, like you see this car in front of this other car, and they're throwing rubbish out of the car. Right, so this fella pulls up, and he waits for the lights or something, forget what they're on. But anyway, he stopped. The fella gets out, opens the door, and grabs the fella who's been throwing the rubbish out, and he throws him out. The irony of that. Big fella as well. I don't think the fella who got thrown out was going to argue with him. But,
he's bigger than me.
Well, yeah. Brian says, Abel Xavier, Frank.
Jesus.
And Frank mentioned the likes, mate. Oh, yeah, please just put up a few likes for me and to get the algorithm.
Keep liking it, guys.
And I'll just subscribe as well. Just subscribe, because you can subscribe all the time. It's not just like once. I know that I keep saying this. I don't like repeating myself. YouTube, for some reason, take not just me, but other people as well, take the subscriptions off so that you subscribe again. For some reason, I don't know. I haven't a clue why. So it's just one of those things. That's why I ask you to subscribe and just press the likes. Just press the likes. One of the most important things, to be honest, Darryl, is this. When we play Man United on Sunday, he's got to pick. It's what Brian said actually before. Where's Trent going to play on Sunday? Is he going to play right back? Is he going to play floating midfielder? I don't know. And don't forget that Man United, whether it's true that they've got lots of injuries, there's loads of injuries. And as young Laura said before she went off, we're going to win 9-0.
I don't think she'll be far off.
But the point is, with this game, I just hope that we don't go in all complacent. Because there's a little bit of complacency with Liverpool. At the moment, albeit we're top of the league, we got cheated on the game that we lost against Spurs. We were cheated, not robbed, cheated to simple as that. Now the point is, we're going in. We've gone into a few games, with this sort of complacency attitude. We've just become complacent, but we're scraping wins. We are scraping wins, which is great. Don't get me wrong. A great side, as you know, who win championships can play badly and scrape a win. Without playing great or anything. So this is what I'm looking forward to Sunday, but I'm not looking forward if there's any complacency within the team. What's your take on that? Do you agree there?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. I think Klopp's going to be ruthless on Sunday. I think he's going to play Trent in midfield. I think Joe Gomez is going to be at right back. And I think you'll have the three: McAllister, Gravenberch, and Trent, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch midfield three. I think.
See that's another problem with our midfield, with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai playing together because they play the same type of roles, and this is where they become unstuck a little. Would you ever play Enzo again, by the way?
I think, as I said earlier, I think Klopp's lost faith in him. He bought him off at half time. I don't think that was tactical. I thought it wasn't playing very well, to be honest, Frank.
No, he wasn't.
And that's why he's going in for Pellegrini. I think that's why he's going in for him now. I think he's got the chance to get him, go and get him, get it done.
Yeah, and just
have him. Yeah.
Well, that's the way it should be, because, as you know, I prefer, say we did get Paulina, for example. It'll be ideal for him to come straight in, for then Szoboszlai to play his normal game, because Szoboszlai is a great player, and especially McAllister to play his forward game, because that's why he's
10, yeah.
He's an attacking forward, and he's brilliant, a great passer of a ball as well. And so is Szoboszlai, a great passer of a ball, and he can hit the ball from outside the area, as we can all see. So have them playing in our midfield, I think we'll go places. I really do. But we need a defensive mid, whether it's Paulina, whether it's Andre, whether it's Incapi, but he's got to be quality. We can't afford to have another Endo type thing,
There's talk of Thuram again as well, isn't there? So.
Yes, that's what I said before. Thuram. I don't know. He's not really. I don't know. I just don't know.
But what I'm starting to think, Frank, is why they're calling Carlyle back. That's got to be some sort of sweetener in for the Pellegrini deal, surely.
Okay, well, I've got Brian says, lads, it's the slaughter back. He's nearly ready. I'll just put it like that. He's nearly there. He's nearly there, Brian. And there's a lad, Elbidi Rabe. I hope I've spelled your name right. Elbidi Rabe. Hello, Elbidi. I hope I've pronounced your name right. So I haven't, I'm sorry. So, boy, well, I agree with him here. I says, Gravenberch was poor as well. Polina is too old and Fulham want stupid money anyway. And that's what I mean, 60 million. 60 million. Yeah, we could get Andre for half of the money. I don't know, you know. It's all opinion.
Klopp wants someone for the here and now. That's what it is.
He does. But as Brian said as well before, Darryl, we need a left-sided centre-back. I've said that for ages. We needed a left-sided centre-back. But with the purse strings at Liverpool, no matter how you look at the purse strings at Liverpool, it's so tight. So tight. I think we'd be lucky to bring in anyone in a few weeks' time when the window opens, to be honest. But I just hope that we bring Andre in. Anyone. He's great, Andre. And I think he would, like Paulina, I think he would slot in. He reminds me so much. I'm not talking about Paulina here, because I don't follow Fulham. I've only seen him when he's played against us. And the last game he played against us, or the last time he played Fulham, he was brilliant.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He was brilliant. He stood out like a sore thumb. He was brilliant. Thing is, Andre's the same. And Andre reminds me of another South American. And that's Javier Mascherano. Mascherano I love that lad. Every time he played for Liverpool, he gave 110%. And he was all over the place. It was Javier Mascherano. If you know what I mean. United and Arsenal sets up nicely for the second half of the season, says Paul Turner. Absolutely. Do you know what, Paul? You're so right. You're so right.
And we got all the big games, a lot of the big games at home the second half of the season as well. So
yes. This is as Paul says, Big United and Arsenal sets up nicely for the second half of the season. And that's a great comment. And that's a comment that I think everybody's saying, to be honest, but you're the first to say it, or thinking it. I'm sorry, Paul, just thinking that, what you're saying. And I think it's back of that. And we've got our Hungarian friend, Mile Golias. I hope I've that right. Hi, Frank. Hi, Mile. I hope you're well. And as he says, John, the link Man United up.
Where's my goulash, Mahari?
It's got that John Malik Man United up. Absolutely. And Jaden says, not Jaden, I'm sorry. Brian says, good point, Darryl. Carvello could be part of this deal. Looks that way, mate. But I'd probably prefer Andre. But the here and now is what Jürgen needs, and it's just might get us the title.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And Mark says, Mark Simons, Liverpool offer 45 million plus Carvalho for Polina in January, who is 28, and we get 3 seasons out of him while Batatic understudies.
That's a good point.
It is a good point, but I'm looking at Batatic. I'm looking at him. And is he injury prone?
It seems that way, doesn't it?
He hasn't played for months. He hasn't played
Yeah.
for months. But
He's been hanging around with Thiago too much, Frank.
Yeah. No, the point, that's a good point. I'm not saying I get around with it, but when you look at young Battleton, everything was, when we had that bad season last season, and we had all the players were out and everything, they just threw him into the deep end. And he was brilliant for us. He was a young kid, he was raw. But he needs like another season or two. It's just like Harvey Elliott. Now, Harvey Elliott's been coming on leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds. And I'd say this right now, I'd rather see younger Harvey Elliott coming on as an impact player. As an impact player. Because that's what he is now. He's got the legs, he runs everywhere. And he causes, they say like Darwin Núñez causes havoc. That young lad does, young Harvey does. And he can have a go as well. He can hit a ball. He's a good passer of a ball. He's even calm, he's cool.
He's got a big future, that boy.
Yeah, absolutely. He has. He has. And Brian says, 3 home games, full house, Jota back for the Arsenal game, probably. We will win them all, says Brian. Yeah. And Millet says, trust me, I must have pronounced his name right. That's what he said.
Mihaly.
And the Hungarian spirit, absolutely.
Bit of Sobbo in him.
Oh, he's great, that Sobbo's like, absolutely brilliant. He's brilliant. When I first seen him, people got mixed up with what I said, they not misinterpreted what I said. I said it reminds me of Nesta. Remember AC Milan lad? Nesta. I said it reminds me of him, but I was talking in looks, not in play, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because that Nesta, he was unbelievable alongside the likes of, Maldini, for example.
And Yapstam, the team that we came 3-0 down from when they had that defence.
Oh, Clarence Seedorf in midfield as well. Wow.
Yeah. Shevchenko, Gattuso.
Yeah. And we beat them. We beat them. And you know what? I remember watching a documentary, Italian documentary, and it was about AC Milan, the supporters, and like the way they show Liverpool. And you see them, and they're laughing at themselves. And they were saying, when we came out at our time, 3-0 up, we were fixing our hair, they were all fixing their hair, saying, well, what shall we do next Saturday night? Shall we all meet up, with the European Cup and go to such a place? It was funny the way they were saying it. He said, but, like Liverpool were great. Even Gattuso said, good luck to them. I've never seen a team like that that's come back at us.
Yeah.
Not even when we've been 1-0 up, never mind 3-0 up.
Especially having a team with Jimmy Traore in it.
Yes. And yet, he saved one on the line, didn't he?
Yeah.
You remember? He saved one on the first goal away, like when he fouled Kaka. But the thing is, you see, when Gattuso said that, when we played them a couple of years later, in the final, 2007, we were the better side. Even Gattuso admitted that. He said Liverpool we were the better side in Istanbul. He said, but they were the better side in Athens. That's what he said.
That's when Dirk Kuyt pulled one back, didn't he?
Yes, right at the end. And he said our hearts when the Kuyt, when they scored from the corner, he had our hearts, where we go. It was just...
He's one player I love, Dirk Kuyt. Oh, what a player.
Well, that's it, if you look at that team, why didn't that team win the league? I just can't make it out. You know, Fernando Torres forward. You had Steven Gerrard, Xabi Alonso, or Mascherano in midfield. You had big Sammy Hooper centre half. You had Jamie Carragher on the. And one of a great player, underrated in my opinion, was Arbeloa. You know, the right back when he was playing for us. But also,
as well.
Yeah. You know, we had a great side there. We had a great side. All right, we finished second, 4 points behind, but we should have won the league.
Yeah, should have.
And Stephen, I'll just go through these, Darren.
Yeah.
Darren, if you don't mind. Stephen Snape says, one game at a time till February's end, then see who the runners and riders really are. Absolutely agree with you there. Good shout, that. And Brian Edley says, yes, Frank Harvey is far better equipped coming on. He seems more fired up. That's a very good point, and he does seem fired up. Well said. I love these comments. And Millie says, Captain my nation team, and shout out 2 times to Euro. Yes, absolutely. And Brian says, I remember LFC's on a drop and had a few AC Milan fans over at an empty Anfield. They were in the lower Sir Kenny stand looking around them and still couldn't come to terms with it. Couldn't come to terms with the loss.
I was crying at half time.
You were upstairs?
Was you? Oh, nice.
So there were 2 fellas going out, you know. They were giving them stick, you know what I mean? We were going, there you go, and you know. So we were giving them stick and being honest, all around. Get back here. Where are you going? And then all of a sudden, I think a couple of days later, they were on like our telly up here. Saying, oh, we left at half time. We thought we were getting beat on the taxi driver. You know, when he dropped us off, the hotel they walked in, or the bar, I forget what they walked into. And they said, oh, the great Liverpool, this, that, and the other. And he said, you know, and they didn't believe them. They didn't believe the people who were telling them that Liverpool came back to 3-3. And you know, I've always wondered why these people leave. They're not proper fans. You stay. No. You stay. Win, lose, or draw, you stay.
Yeah. No matter what, support your team.
And Paul Turner says, we should have won the 2000. Yeah. We should have done. And that's what, Paul, I'm glad you mentioned it, because that's what I just mentioned before. The Tuchel, he said, you know, Liverpool tonight, but well, yesterday, you know, this was the day after. He said, we're the better team. Liverpool were the better team. He said, albeit we were the better team in Istanbul. So you're right. He says a good point here, Paul. Lionel Messi still hasn't got over the semi-final loss in 2019 against us. Do you know what? I only watched the highlights of it before I come on. I was just sitting there doing nothing as usual, kind of set up this. And I watched it. Paul, I'm banging. Unbelievable. He showed the first game, you know, all the highlights, that is, where Barca beat us 3-0. And it's the only time I've ever seen Valverde, their manager, not Vivaldi. Vivaldi is the great Italian.
Iniesta Valverde.
Yeah, Ernesto, yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's the first year, I didn't notice him, you know, when they scored the tears, and you see him doing that up and down the line and jumping up. But when you see him at Anfield, he was just rooted, wasn't he? He was rooted standing there, rooted sitting down, and he just never knew what hit him.
Oh, especially with that team they had as well. Jesus.
No, he hasn't, Paul. I'll go along with that. He's never got over that. And when he went soft, you could see his face. No, even before that, I think when we scored our second, as I said, I was watching the highlights because we were there, you see. But you see him, and he's not believing it, and neither is Luis Suarez. You know, people around me were calling Luis Suarez. I said, hang on a minute. I said, he's playing for them. What do you want him to do? You know, what you want him to do? Like, not play so well. He's 100% player. He gives us all for his team that he's playing for. Anyway, you see Louis, and he knew. You could see it in his face when we scored.
He knew something was happening, yeah.
He knew, especially with the crowd as well behind. So good point, that Paul. Good shout, that. Good shout out there. Never think after Puskás plays someone that I left. Yeah, Ferenc Puskás was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll give Mile a little thing here. I was great friends, still am a friend, of the Hungarian consul here in Liverpool. And his name was, he was a baron, he was from the aristocracy. Zygmunt, Baron Zygmunt, was great friends with him. In fact, I did a DVD about the history of Liverpool, little documentary, and I'm in the Baron's house, which is the first ever in the world of an X-ray machine was built by Kirsten Holland, and it was in his house, and we filmed it inside his house, which is good news. Like. That's enough.
I tell you what, Frank, I just had to laugh. Me and you both scratching our beards at the same time.
But you know, yeah, but like,
fucking horrible, aren't they?
But you know what? Though, with this, I can't. My skin was tender. I went to shave like a week or two ago. I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't because of this, this condition I had, and it was so rough. It was awful. It was like, like grating and going.
Yeah, mine just flakes. Mine flakes all the time. It's horrible.
Same as mine. Yeah, same as this. Same
horrible.
As this. Yes. As long as we're that right, though. People forget we should have had a penalty against Nesta before they went up and got the third. Yeah, that's when he went down and his elbow, wasn't it? And he
I can't remember that.
Yeah, it stopped the ball going to Garcia.
Ah.
And Garcia was the first to throw his arm up, and I think who else threw his hand up? Was it Baros, Milan Baros? Yeah, he threw his hand up as well. He went, whoa, hang on, penalty.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
And that's when they went down and scored. He scored right from that. He went right down. Caught Liverpool unawares. Good shout that, Brian. Paul Taylor says, that game at San Etienne stick out as a great comeback. Do you remember the UEFA Cup final against Bruges at Anfield 2-0 down and scored 3 goals in 6 minutes and won 3-2? Certainly, I was there. And you mentioned, Paul, about the San Etienne game. That's the greatest noise level I've ever heard. And I've been in some some games where the noise level's been, but this, I swear that the cop roof shook. Really, it was an incredible. I was, I was, I was having a drink with Jimmy Case, right? I did an LFC thing with him, and there was me, Ian Prowse, and Simon Rimmer. You know the chef Simon Rimmer, and we went for a drink afterwards, and we were talking about. I said about the San Etienne game, and he said, yeah, he said, that was great. He said, I didn't know when the final, this is true what he said. He said, when the final whistle went, I thought we were out. I thought we got beat.
I wasn't even a tadpole, Frank.
Oh, so it was the greatest, the decibels, the noise, decibels, the laugh, came home ringing in my ears.
Oh.
Anyway, fantastic that. And what does Neil say? Think we should take the Manx seriously on Sunday? Absolutely. They have got nothing to lose. On paper, they're already beat, but we all know football moves in mysterious ways, and underdogs often get results. Thing is, Neil, I said that at the beginning. I said it. Liverpool in some games, albeit that we were only cheated once, we've only lost once by it. A cheat. The Spurs game, we've become too complacent in games, albeit that we've won games. We've become complacent, going out there and going like this. Oh yeah, we're gonna beat you, and you could see it in the faces, as though they're just going to brush them aside, like Crystal Palace, like everyone else that we play, even Fulham.
Well, let's look at it this way, Frank. This is the sort of game Marcus Rashford will start to play.
Yeah.
So we need to be careful.
If he's not injured, that is. He might be injured. I know Bruno's injured, isn't he?
Bruno Fernandes got booked on purpose so he couldn't play, so he couldn't show him up.
Well, yes. Listen, I've got to take my tablet, okay?
Yes, carry on, Frank.
All right. It's not like we're playing great in the last few games. So, Neil Broderick, please go on and talk about this. Right, if you don't mind. I won't be 2 minutes, honestly. Neil says, think we should take the Manx seriously on Sunday. They have got nothing to lose. On paper, they're already beat. But we all know football moves in mysterious ways, and underdogs often get results. And he carries on by saying, it's not like we're playing great. We're playing great in the last few games. Can you go on about that, please? And I'll just go with the tablet, okay? Thank you.
Well, it's not like we've been great all season, to be honest, guys. Really, is it? We've been mediocre in most of the game. We're still not in top gear. So we can't take them lightly on Sunday. I know that for a fact, but so hopefully we get 3 points and then move on to the Arsenal game. So who's everyone fit's going to start up front on Sunday? I'm back. So I'm not used to this on my own. I miss Frank. You're not here.
No, that's funny. No, the point is where the complacency comes in. I've got to wait. I've got to wait for this thing to boil as well. So I'll be leaving you the game for a minute.
What's that? Your water bottle, Frank?
Yeah, well. But anyway, see what you've got. You've got the likes of this Paul Turner says my greatest game, San Etienne. That's my greatest game, to be honest, Paul. Paul, me and you both. Me and you both. And Brian says, I remember talking to an elderly man, probably 30 years ago, about the Saturday end game. He said he was at the back of the back, and when Super Sub scored, he ended up the back of the goal. It was incredible, absolutely amazing, because we were there. We knew, albeit that we got beat 1-0 over in San Etienne, and they were top of their league. They were a brilliant side. They had some fantastic players. But I always remember this lad named Rocheteau. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just gonna leave you. But you've got to talk. Just go on about, Aston Villa. I'll be coming back to the San Etienne game. Just stay with me a minute. Aston Villa are almost been our best performance so far this season. So talk about that. That's what Paul Turner says. I'll be going back to that San Etienne game, please. Go ahead.
Yes, Paul. I agree with the comment. Villa has been by far our best game this season. It's a shame we haven't shown that for the rest of the games this season so far, because, as I said, we haven't been playing amazingly great football, and look where we are in the league at the moment. And we've played most of the top teams away from home, with the second half of the season home games to come. But we need to start stepping up now, start playing that attractive football, that attacking style, that ruthless, quick passing mode again, because it's like we don't play the quick football like we did when we won the league that year. It's kind of slowing it down, then step it up a little, and then going backwards, slowing it down. Curtis Jones wasn't great yesterday either. Slowed the game. I think he slowed the game right down last night. I know it was a dead rubber, but it's a lot of poor performances last night, especially from, as I said, Curtis Jones. Endo was terrible. The young lad up front, Kay Gordon, he didn't play very well either last night. I thought he was terrible last night. All right, Frank.
You're happy now? I'm all right now.
Yeah, I was chatting about last night's game, really, to say how so many bad performances for a dead. I know it was a dead rubber, but there was so many bad performances last night.
Yeah. There was bad performances, but then
Kay Gordon as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But what you've got, you've got to take into consideration the whole of the changing, and throwing these kids in. I wasn't worried about that. I'm being honest. I wasn't worried.
I wasn't really.
As I said, it was a dead rubber, and that's all it was. Because we could have played. I know some people who wanted to. To do this. To be honest, play the full team. Hang on a minute. No, not play the full team. What if someone gets injured? What if the big Verge gets injured, for example? What if Ali got injured? Which would be worse. What if Mo got injured? And this is what we've got to look at. This is what we've got to look at. So therefore, you're right, we have to play the kids, albeit on some of them are playing out of position. Anyway, young Harvey Elliott was playing out of position on the left. And that's my gripe with Jürgen sometimes, because he actually asks players to play in certain positions. I'll give you a great example. Alexis McAllister's playing out of position, and so is Sobozlai when you have him, please. It's just, I just don't know. I'm amazed up with the midfield. Don't get me wrong. I'm amazed up with that Gravenberch, but Gravenberch is poor as well.
Yeah, he was when he commanded me. But as you were saying about the injury, saying Frank, just like McAllister, you're playing him out of position. He's done all the donkey work, and now he's injured. It was going to happen.
Yes.
That was going to happen.
Yeah. Let's just go through some. Let's just go through some of these. When Malay says there, never mind after Puskas, you know, Ferenc Puskas was one of the greatest ever players to come out of anywhere in Europe. I remember him well. They were the likes of Enzo for Real Madrid and Di Stefano for Real Madrid, all these unbelievable players. Yet the greatest goalkeeper was a Russian, and his name was Lev Yashin, and they called him the Cat, the greatest goalkeeper ever. He was unbelievable. Everybody said it. But anyway, let's get some of these comments in. Right, let's see. Neil Broderick, I'm going on Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing our new stand in full bloom. Well, I'll tell you what, Neil, Francine's got her tickets. She's going. And she said, I'm putting us on Facebook. I don't use Facebook anymore. Anyway,
Yeah, I saw Francine's comments the other day.
Yeah. She phoned me up today. She says, I've got my ticket, I'm going. I said, where'd you get it? And she said, you know, my grandson, James, lad, he got me for a Christmas box, she said. And she's made up, she's really, I said, well, you'll be, as Neil said, he's looking forward to seeing the new stand, with people in it. But she's in the Kenny Dalglish stand. And she said,
nice.
I'm looking up there. I said, take pictures of it. She said, I will, Dad. I said, okay.
I had been since the Bordeaux game, so I was embarrassed because I couldn't fit through the turnstiles because they were so tight.
What did he do? Well, you hoisted it over the wall.
I only got stuck. Jesus. God, they're tight. They are there. Jeez.
What are you like? Got stuck.
Jesus. Yeah.
The only thing, Darryl, don't get stuck down the chimney on Christmas Eve.
Oh, I've already had that all stocked up. All my milk's already. Jesus.
Kids will be disappointed if you're stuck down one chimney and can't get out.
Got a whole box of mince pies. Jesus Christ.
That's what you need. Forget the carrots for the reindeer. As long as you've got your mince pies.
Well, so the only thing I look forward to is my Christmas dinner. That's it.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. Stephen Snape says a professional approach against the Manx is paramount. Stark, disciplined and determined. They are fragile. Capitalising on their fragility is the ultimate demonstration of current superiority.
Yeah, got to go at them.
You've got to go at them. You've got to.
Quick football. None of this, because a lot of it this year, Frank's, it's not been fast football like we usually play.
No.
That's why I said we're not even out of first gear yet. We're nowhere near look where we are in the league. We've got to start playing that really fast football again.
We have to, because if we don't, all this, no, you're right. We've got to come out the blocks. We've got to go straight at them. We've got to go straight at them. And let's do the business. Let's just get it done and over with. And let's then, concentrate on the Arsenal game then.
And with their dodgy goalkeeper as well. Just shoot on sight with Nana, because he is crap. God, he's a bad goalkeeper.
I couldn't understand why they got rid of that Duguay, to be honest.
No, I can't.
Couldn't understand it, and they got this fella in.
He's without a club, you know, Frank, still.
Sorry?
He's still without a club, you know, don't you?
Yeah, well, funny enough, Francine said to me, why don't we go and get him, you know, as a backup, second, you know, second goalkeeper. I said, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest.
Yeah, because I think he'll be gone in the summer, Kelleher, Frank, to be honest.
Yeah. I think a couple of games has proved it now.
Yeah.
Not you know, Quaheen Keller is you know, he's a great player, a great goalkeeper, but with him being out constantly, it's no use just having a few cup runs and whatever. And you know, the last two games that he's been in, and last night as well, he's been at fault with goals.
Well, apparently that Brazilian boy's good, that Portugal, the third, apparently as well. So he could step up into the team next year on the bench, definitely.
Yeah. No, you're right. But they've got to have time, you see. This is the point. They've got to have time to develop within the club itself. They've got to have time. It's like Quansah. Quansah is developing into a very, very good player.
Yeah,
and so is RB Elliott, as you said there before.
He got that leadership from Van Dijk, hasn't he, as well? He's got that player to look up to. And Harvey Elliott's, what I like about him, he's got this mental attitude. He's patient. He can wait in the wings. He's not moaning. He loves the club. He's a good lad. That's why Klopp loves him, because he's patient. He's got that about him.
Well, Paul Turner says you've got a good point here. I'm going to go through these comments, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Paul says, imagine what we would be like when we do click into gear. If this is how we are now,
exactly.
That's a good point, because we have to click into gear sooner or later. And do you know when we do? I don't know whether you'll agree with this, or I don't know whether the lads on there will agree also. We click into gear, and it always seems in the January. We start to pick up momentum in the January, leading up to the end of the season.
Definitely, because you know when we won the league in 2019-20 season.
Yeah.
It's like the season after we got found out. I don't want to be like that again.
Well, Neil says you can't judge last night's game, mate. Lots of them have not played together. It was the theory behind the new team. Yeah, we said that. Yeah. I actually said that before. You know, all the changes and they more or less haven't been playing together anyway. You know, so that's why they were all over the place half of the time. And JK there. Hope you're well, JK. Pity you couldn't get on with us. Get your mic sorted. Brian says it just ends up that the communication isn't there when there's so many changes. Absolutely. We can say loads. And Paul Turner, Frank, that San Etienne game, the first goal to Kevin Keegan, mean that, or do you think it was a cross? I think it was a cross. I don't think he meant that. Because if he'd have meant that, that would have been one of the greatest goals ever scored. I tell you what it reminded me of it never reminded me then, but that goal reminded me of another one when Steven Gerrard, forget who was against, and he was out on the left and he hit it. He hit it over, and I thought it was meant as a cross, but the commentator said, no, he meant that. And when I forget who it was against, he was out on the left, into the cup, it was as well. And he just hit it. Great goal.
Wasn't that against Villa?
I forget who it was against.
Villa, I think it was, Frank, wasn't it? Villa?
I don't know, I forget. Well, you know, if you're saying it was Villa, because that reminded me of when Keegan scored. But Keegan's goal was in the Abbey Road, again from the left, if you know what I mean. It wasn't from the right, it was from the left. Steven Gerrard in the cup from the left, if you know it, from his left arm, whatever. And yeah, so very similar goals, to be honest.
The best goal I've ever seen in my lifetime was Torres against Blackburn. Oh my God.
Brilliant, absolutely.
Oh.
That's one of my favourite goals there.
Yeah, well, same. Bested it down the line.
And he was on the angle at the 18-yard box.
In the corner, yeah.
And he just chipped.
Stunning goal.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'd play Mo down the right. Mo down the right, the middle. Hang on. I'd play Mo right down the middle. I don't play him on the right. I'm sorry there. I got that mixed up. I'd play Mo right down the middle on Sunday, lads. Nunes and Diaz out wide. I'm going to ask now, just bear with me. I'm going to read these out. And I'm going to ask who's you play in midfield, who you play in defence, and who you play your forwards. Hang on. I'll do this somewhere. I'm just going to just say a few things here, please. Just to have a look here. I'm just going to read these, if you don't mind. All of them, that is. My brother says, love Gravenberch, but he seems to play one good game followed by an average game. I don't think he's match fit. Only played 4 games last year. That's I never said it tonight, Neil. I've said that all along. Even before I know we were signing him, and I said he's never played last season. And the argument was then that May was about Thiago. Now, Thiago hasn't played. He's played 13 minutes of football last season since last February. Now, you could imagine without him having any sort of pre-season, any games at all. And, you know, Liverpool fans are actually saying, can't wait for Thiago to come back. Do what? And do what?
Yeah.
And that's the point. And I go along with what Neil said. I go along, absolutely. And he carries on by saying, tell Francine I'll buy her a coffee and Georgie Porgy. Okay. I will actually. She'll go and see you there today. To be honest, and he carries on by saying, don't know if Klopp's orders, but Bird sets a very low tempo. Maybe they're holding back till after Christmas, then go all out heavy metal. Well, funny enough, I more or less said that. To be honest, when I said, you know, we do seem to pick up pace in the January. We just seem to go. And it has been proven in the past, to be honest, last season. That's why we're in the Europa League. We were 8th or 9th. And then, you know, the last, I think, 10 games. Unbelievable. Mark Simon, get over to Frank Carlyle's podcast now, live, guys. He's on the. Thanks, Mark. He's a cracker. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Great player, Kevin Keegan, Frank, all my time. Great player, Kevin Keegan, Frank. My all-time favourite Red. Yeah. Just a great player. Suarez versus Norwich.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We didn't, what he's saying there, we didn't need anybody else on that field. Louis Suarez could just beat them all by himself. It was unbelievable. And Paul Turner, it will be incredible if he pulls off the season with a new midfielder. Our main objective was to get back into the top four after last season. Do you know what? That's a great job, because that was it. And I mentioned on, I think it was Jamie Phillips's pod yesterday or the day before. What had happened was, I said we're only gelling. We're still gelling.
Even now.
Yeah, and once this season is over with, whatever the outcome is by the end of May, whatever it is, next season we'll be top notch, aren't we?
And we're still in every cup competition. So
you can actually see it the way we are now. The way we are. And Brian says all the years of panic every time. All the years of panic every time we played them. How many times how times have changed? It feels great, yes. There'll always be nerves playing them, but when you know, lads, yeah, we know, because we're a far better side than Man United now. And, if they've got all these injuries, I'd rather play them at full side, to be honest. But if they've got all these injuries, but I just hope Liverpool don't go out thinking we'll roll them over. We've got to go at them. So, who is your back four, B? You've got the goalkeeper, haven't you?
You've got the goalkeeper, yeah. Back four, I'll go Gomez at right back. I would go Van Dijk and Quansah, and I'll Simicast on the left back.
So you put Quansah over Canete?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not reliable, or anything like that. I'm just not comfortable with playing him, because he's prone to make a mistake. He makes rash challenges, and I think you need someone like Quantz who's gonna keep that calmness with Urge. I think
he's great, isn't he?
Yeah, I got a lot of faith in him.
I said, when he first came into the side, first time I seen him, I went, "This kid's cool." I didn't know who he was, actually, because he was in the way.
No, I didn't.
I said, "Who's this fella here?"
He was at Bristol Rovers last year, and he played Oxford. I saw him against Oxford last year, and he was decent then.
To be honest, he's been absolutely incredible. He's been very well. He's impressed me, put it that way. He's impressed me every game he's played, and he was very unlucky against Palace when he supposedly gave that penalty away.
It was debatable penalties. Be honest.
No, absolutely not. And this is the thing, isn't it, with the stupid, some stupid refereeing decisions. Not only that, but VAR as well. That's ridiculous, that thing.
Yeah. Paul
Turner, never threw a statement from Jürgen, from doubters to believers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Snapey says, truthfully, we're only operating at 70 to 75%. Klopp will mold them and knit it together in the future. Well, that's more or less saying what we've been saying is like next season, whatever happens this season, we'll definitely finish it. Put it this way, we'll be in the Champions League next season.
Yeah, it was top five, isn't it, this year?
That's a foregone conclusion. But if we win something this season, it'll be a bonus. But next season, mark my words, we will be totally dominant.
Yeah.
Because we
Total football.
Yeah, we haven't stopped buying, have we, really?
Well, you're at 75% though, Frank, aren't you? So if you bring in the Polina, the centre-back, and another winger for when Mo goes to AFCON in January, you're set at 100%.
Go along with you. Well, Neil Broderick says Gomez, Verge, Canete, and Simikas. That's what he says. Brian Edley says Big Ali, Gomez, Virgil, Quansah, Costa. So what he was, that's what you picked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Neil Broderick says, how's Ramsey doing? I pressed and having a clue.
He's got COVID, hasn't he?
Got Kelvin. What?
He's got COVID.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's got COVID. At Preston now. He's had injury, now he's got COVID. Jesus.
I remember him when he first came, you know, I said, what are we buying a 17-year-old for? And, you know, I did have a go at Klopp. You know, I said, what's he done that for? Why don't we buy a seasoned right back, a good one? He's bringing in
why do we always buy Scottish right and left backs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at Kieran Tierney at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Yeah. Brand says the only hope United have is if we are clumsy. Canete and Enzo probably the prime examples.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, yes, Enzo, yeah, but you know, I like Canete, to be honest. And Paul says the quad is still on. Absolutely.
The crap quad.
Has anybody seen the vase of flowers?
No, I've not been on.
I wonder if he's here. Because I remember him, he didn't feel too good last week. Because I was supposed to do a film review, TV and film review, and he had me films to be talking about, and I hadn't heard from him.
Oh, it's not like him, is it?
No, so I know he was bad last week. He was coughing and spluttering, and you know what I mean. I just hope.
I'll get well soon, Lee.
Yeah, let's hope that if anyone knows him, is in contact with Lee. Brian Snapey says agree, Brian, with Quansah. You know, so he's there. Who's your okay? Who's you put in midfield?
Well, that's it. If he doesn't go with the inverted, which I imagine he might, if Gomez don't play, he'll obviously play Trent at right. I can see him going with Szoboszlai. Probably, as McAllister's out, he may well go with Curtis James. I'm not sure, but if it was me, I'd go Trent, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai for me.
See, that's the problem. That's where I'd have a problem because Gravenberch and Szoboszlai play the same type of game.
Yeah. Or he might keep out Gravenberch. To be honest, Frank, he might go with Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
So probably Curtis, Szoboszlai, and
Harvey Elliott.
Maybe Harvey. Yeah, he deserves. Yeah, Harvey Elliott, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones. I'd say.
Okay, that's a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah.
That's a very good show. Let's see what the lads say. And Brian says, I'll send him a message after this. Like, thank you so much, Brian. And he carries on by saying, Gapco, Szoboszlai, Trent. Yeah. So Brian Edley says, Gapco, Szoboszlai, and Trent.
So he's got Trent in the six. Trent Trent in the 6 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Trent in the 6. 3-night game.
That's a good shout, actually. What do you think of Gapco?
To be honest with you, Frank,
do you think he's
I do like Cody Gakpo. He can have one good game. He can have one terrible game. He's like that sort of player, but I give him his due. He works his nuts off. He works hard. He does do a lot of running. Definitely.
Oh, he does. But
I wouldn't say he's a goal scorer, but he's like that Bobby Firmino sort of player that makes things tick sort of thing.
Okay. No, that's a good show. But at least some of the sending them in, aren't they? You know, about who they'd like to see in midfield. What about your forwards?
To be honest with you, Frank, I don't think we've really got much option of playing the same 3 of Salah, Nunes, and Diaz. But I'd like to see Diaz through the middle this time. For now, I'd love to see Diaz playing through the middle, Nunes on one wing, Salah on the other.
Mark Simon says Gakpo was our man of the match in the 7-0 game. I think they were all brilliant, though. I think they were all brilliant. Every one of them. You know, it just clicked, didn't it? That 7-0 game. Everything we touched, even Bobby scored.
What's your 11, Frank?
My 11?
Yeah, Sunday.
I think he'll go with this. Might upset a few people. But you know Jürgen, don't you? Right, I think he'll go with Trent, Berge, Konate, Tsimikas at the back four. Midfield, so Bosley over everybody, right? Then he'd go with this is what gets me, and I hope he doesn't end up as the 6. And it's either Curtis or Harvey Elliott midfield. So that's Endo, Curtis or Harvey, and Szoboszlai. That's unless, you know, the other fella's fit. McAllister. That's a feat.
Yeah, he's definitely been ruled out Sunday.
Oh, has he been ruled out?
Yeah, he's out Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my 3. That's my 3 there, and the forwards. The forwards. It picks itself, doesn't it? Really, you've either got Gakpo or Nunes. Yeah, you know. So I think he'll just go with. I think he might go with Gakpo. And Diaz and Salah. I think I'll go with the other fella coming on as an impact player, Nunes.
I thought he was going to say Sean Dundee then.
I remember him.
Sean Dundee, the South African.
God, Brian, I remember him.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, we've had some. You know.
I tell you what, Frank, do you remember Titi Kamara?
Titi, yeah. You have the worst name in the world.
Oh, I love Titi Kamara. He's so funny.
Titi.
Titi.
Wasn't he with his mad plays? Cinema Pongoli and Latala.
Oh, Bruno Cheroux.
He said he's the Zidane of French football.
He scored that goal against Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored a cracker against Chelsea. Yeah, at Stamford Bridge, wasn't it, as well?
Igor Bishkan.
The Biscuit Man.
The Biscuit Man, yeah.
Oh, blind.
He's manager of a team in the Saudi League.
Do you know what? You know,
This guy.
every time you see him, you think he was falling asleep.
Oh, he looked that tired, didn't he? And drowsy and dopey all the time.
Very dopey. And do you know what? He came on, I was watching us on the telly, and he came on, and I thought, what's he coming on for? What's he coming on for? And it was a game at Fulham at Craven Cottage, and he scores a cracker. He
It's scruffy, he looked like he just woke up.
Yeah, we were getting beat. Xabi Alonso scored. Yeah, I forget it. But I remember him scoring. I think Yossi Benayoun scored the winner. Yossi.
I used to love Benayoun. Great player.
Great player.
Bolo Zenden.
Oh, yeah, Bolo. Yeah. And not many people mention him, Bolo Zenden.
No, they don't actually. But because he was always known for his time at Chelsea, wasn't he? That's why, I suppose.
Soulboy says Jones played full game last night and was poor, so can't see him playing. Yeah, he was poor. He was.
Is that why he hooked Endo off at half time last night? Then, maybe, I don't know.
Well, JK's his team is I'd go with, he says, Allison, Gomez, Kwanzaa, Virgil, Samikas. Trent as the DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said. Sabozlo, Gravenberg, Gapco, left wing, Darwin, and Salah.
Only one difference there from Kesmit from mine.
But isn't it nice to have some sort of... Last season, we couldn't do it.
No.
We couldn't do it. We couldn't pick and choose who's our best players, baby, because they were all bloody injured. And
exactly. And then you got Jota coming back for the Arsenal game, which is handy.
Oh, very handy. He's our only natural goal scorer, you know.
He's the best finisher at the club by a country mile.
Yeah. Couldn't stand Elad's Doof, says Paul Turner. How did it go? Do you know what? One of my colleagues at college, you know, where he used to teach, Sharon Westhead, she's big dead, and you know, albeit she was a teacher, she's got a job as a steward at Anfield, and just forget the match. Anyway, she told me, she said, was it West Ham? Oh, I forget, Celtic, forget. We played them, and he spat, it was West Ham, it was, spat at a fan. A fan, yeah.
That's all he did, Frank, at Liverpool. All he did was spit all the time.
And I didn't agree with what Uli said, because he was called out for that. And he said, oh, it's their culture. And, you know, I think he came under a heavy stick for that, to be honest. No one's got a culture of spitting in someone's face. Nobody.
He's the only number 9 I couldn't stand at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Cisse, I used to like Cisse when he came. Gibbs.
Brian says, I remember he scored against Newcastle, Titty. Then Titty. You couldn't talk about Titty in front of a girl, could you? You know, a girl fan. Do you like Titty? Couldn't say it.
Titty Kamara's played for the same national country as Naby Keita, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gwynny.
Right. Now, here's a name to conjure up. Eric Meyer.
Oh.
Legend.
German, another German. He's German, wasn't he? Carlyle's Riedler. Oh.
I thought he was great, Carlyle.
Yeah, so did I.
And I tell you that another player, Ulia, there was two players really that Ulia had brought them, and he wouldn't play them for some reason, and they were brilliant. One was what's his bloody name? The left back, Hanks. No, what was his name? The left back. What was his name? German. Cracking player.
Christian Ziege.
Ziegler. That's it.
Yeah, Christian Ziege.
He's brilliant, yeah. And he kept
Yeah, he was good.
And the other fella was the great Finn.
Oh, yeah. Stevie Finnan.
No, not Finnan. He was actually Finnish.
Finnish. It would stick, was it?
No, I'm going to ask these. Sam says, what's your lineup, Frank? Just mentioned it before. I'll have to mention it again. I'll tell you who the Finnish fella was. Jari Litmanen.
Oh, Jari, yeah, he was captain for Finland.
He was brilliant, and he kept dropping them. He was
Where did he? Did he come from Ajax? He did, didn't he?
I forget.
Yeah. Ajax and Barcelona he played for, didn't he? Litmanen.
Yeah. What's he having him?
Oh, and Morientes.
Yeah. But you like, right, so I've got to get my line up here now. And my line up, Jazz, I think I mentioned it before, was I think Klopp will go with this. Trent, Virgil, Konate, Tsimikas. That's who he'll go with. Midfield, I think he'll go with, looking at, he could, Szoboszlai will be there anyway. And I think he'll play Enzo. I really do think he'll play him. And also could be Harvey Elliott or Curtis Jones. My forwards, I go along with Gakpo, Diaz, Salah. That's who I think is with the likes of Nunes coming on and in play.
Gakpo's a good show.
Yeah. Marcus Babbel, says Mark Sirens. Marcus Babbel was great. I remember him scoring against Everton.
Yeah.
You're good as some. Get it.
Nicky Barmby.
Oh, yeah.
He was good.
They didn't have threatened him, the Evertonians.
Oh, Harry Kill, when he came, I was so excited, and then he got injury all the time.
Yeah. Maybe Keita, well, he was just injured all the time.
Yeah, he was.
Brian says, Eric was Dutch. He's big, he's Dutch. We like him very much. He's Eric Meyer. That's some. And Mark says, when we were talking about Christian Ziege.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Frank, there was one player I did love. Vlad.
Schmidt.
Oh, what a player.
Schmidt.
Him and Patty Berger. Oh, gee.
Well, the Schmidt, you look at it, and you look at Istanbul, he scored a beaut, right?
Yeah.
And the penalty he took was incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
He was all right, the Schmidt. Lots of people didn't like him, you know.
Oh, he was a brilliant footballer.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul Turner, I think this is the last time he's coming up, in the comments.
Oh,
before we have Paul Kinshasa and Balotelli.
I will never forgive him for scoring that fluky goal in the FA Cup final against us.
Yeah. Well, he just hit it, didn't he? From the wing.
Pepe Reina, of all the goalies, all the quality goalkeepers get beat from there.
And Brian said, "Big Sammy." Yeah, Sammy Upia.
Legend.
Yeah, Mark says the Wizard of Ajax was Jari Litmanen. He was great, he was an unbeliever. I tell you who else never has a chance under Rafa. And people are there. That Francine loved him. And I said, here's God. She says he's gorgeous, you know that. I said, what do you mean gorgeous? She said, nice look at him. Blimey, I suppose. I don't know, good luck, fellas. When I see the play, that was
Who was that?
Sabozo Scott.
Scott.
Sabozo and Scott.
Oh, Georgie Scott.
Georgie Scott. Brian loves George Scott. And Jazz says, was in Jamie's stream, Frank. He's got nothing at the weekend. I'm going to try and get him on, you know.
Yeah, you should get Jamie on, me, you and Jamie and George and Lee, all five of us.
Do us a favour, Jazz. Do us a favour, mate. Is there any way that you can get the details for Jamie, so I can give my producer, so we can send out, you know, any time that Jamie's doing a link, you know, because I know he tried to get on the other night, and I'd love that if you can do that for us, because we can't, for some reason, we can't get hold of him to send a link out. Just have to come on all the time, even with his shows or anything. I don't mean that. I mean when he's actually doing nothing, because like the other night, I think he finished his show and he tried to get on mine. And I would have loved him on. So if you do
you should try and get K-Mac on as well, Frank.
Yeah, no, K-Mac. I like K-Mac. He's a cracker fella, K-Mac. Yeah, Julian Lennon. Julian Lennon. It's the image of him. Listen to this. Paul saying, sorry, Frank, don't ban me. I've only just subscribed. That's from Conchesky and Balotelli.
Oh, the worst signing I've ever seen. Well, him and Benteke, the worst two strikers I've ever seen.
Terrible. I always remember I was at the game. Oh, that'll be great. I'll just get back to you, Mark, on that. Yeah, please do. Please do. Please do, God. That'll be fantastic. Yeah. Please do. Mark Simon says, Darwin reminds me of Barosh. He does a little. He tried to Barosh. He tried. I want to get to that.
We're still 35 million in the gutter with Andy Carroll.
Yeah. Blimey. Yeah, you're right. Brian says, lads, thank you very much. Gone is the days of spending a Friday night in the pub. This is first class. God bless to everyone. Stay safe and let's enjoy a nice wee win on Sunday. 3-1 to the Reds. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, mate. Have a good weekend. Let's all be celebrating, hopefully. Biggest disappointment was Nuri Sahi.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like Richard. I didn't like him at all.
He was the Turkish German, wasn't he?
He was horrible. He's a horrible man, you know. He was horrible.
And that Italian one we had, Aquilani.
Well, Alberto Aquilani.
Yeah.
That kid was saying about, because I follow Serie A, whatever. And he said, what's this fella? I said, Aquilani, Alberto Aquilani. He said, what's he going to be like? I said, he's going to be great. I said, he's great in Serie A.
What about the other one then, Frank? The one who's doing quality things at Lazio? Luis Alberto, club captain at Lazio. Fantastic there.
Luis Alberto, yeah. Do you ever remember the last pass who came to us?
Yeah, Salvigo, still playing.
Still playing. And he was doing great, wasn't he? Oh,
He's 36 now, still playing.
he is. Look at this man. Big old Frank.
Jamie.
Jamie's just been talking about you know, like. Get out of it, Jamie, you know, like, you've been doing your own show. No, Jamie, listen, would you, if there's any way you can contract me so I can contact Jason, the producer, he's been asking, you know, to try and get your details so we can, any time you ever want to come on, you know, if you're not doing a show or even after the show when I'm still on, so we can send you, the link will always be there for you every time, because there's that Darren in the States. Oh, look at him, he's brilliant. Jamie, yeah, please do that. Please do that. And yeah, DM me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jamie Phillips.
Yeah, legend.
Any great?
Yeah, legend.
Listen, Jamie, if I don't see you, I will be on your pod anyway. You'll be doing pods before Christmas, so I'll jump on your pod.
You and Jamie are my two favourite streamers.
Who's your two favourites?
You and Jamie. The only two I watch. Yeah, damn right. Always on you and Jamie's videos.
The amount of hate from United and Arsenal fans this week has been over the top. Bin dippers, etc. Yes, say JK. Because of that, we will beat both of the jokers.
Yeah.
Is right, JK. Is right. And Daz says, just send the message. Yeah, I got it, Daz. Got it. From the great man himself. Thank you so much, Daz. You're a good man. And they're all great. Every one of them. And he's going to come on. Oh, look at that. I will get you on the show, Frank, in the new year, says Jamie Phillips. On his show.
I've already been on there, Frank. Yeah, I was on Jamie's show this year. June, I think. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll have to get my hair done.
I'll get a trimmer.
Shave the beard off.
Have a shave, a nice little blue pill. Set you up, Frank.
I'll become famous. I'll become famous with the legends on here. Jamie Phillips, on this show. Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. I love you, lads. Thank you. Thank you so much. But anyway, so I'm going to ask for predictions for Sunday. What's your predictions, boys and girls? What's your prediction?
4-0. 4-0.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 4-0. Jamie says to me here, Frank, come on the show, mate, in the new year. I will get you on for the FA Cup show. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Nice.
Thank you so much, my friend. And as he's up at that, he's telling everyone, what Jamie Phillips show? What's going on with Jamie Phillips show? Thank you, Jamie. Frank should be on so many shows, a natural on the camera. On the camera. Straight like. But you know what? Thank you, Jamie. I will DM you on Twitter and sort it all out. Don't worry, fella. Thank you so much, Jamie Phillips.
Jamie, you're going to make Frank cry in a minute.
He's great. Leave it.
Stop blushing. Stop blushing, Frank.
Hello. Josh Reynolds, when he asked for the prediction, Josh said 6-0. I said 6-0. I think 3-0 though.
Yeah, it'll be 3 or 4 now.
Oh, not lovely, but he's saying there. I will get you more exposure and promote your channel, mate. Jamie, thank you so much. Honestly, and I know that you do. You always promote me. You always do. When I comment on your pods and that. When I can get you live, I always jump on your show. Thank you so much, Jamie. You're a good man. Thank you. So come on, people. Hey, Jamie, if you're still there, what's your prediction before you go? Jamie, he's got to go.
Oh, he's got to go. Yeah. I'd say Jamie would have said about 4-0 as well, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. Gary Rigby says 5-0. Says Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
Okay.
No, you can go. Okay, I think that's good, that, because even Gary Rigby says, Jay Kisby, you never woke up. Bin dipper. Thing doesn't even make sense. Thank you, Gary. And it doesn't. Bin dipper. I could say a few things.
That's basically saying, Frank, Scousers can't get jobs. That's all that means. It's just pathetic.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny. 1 year. I'm going to go like a couple of years, right? Chelsea came up, Chelsea supporters, and they were waving. This is serious. They were waving 1 year £20 notes. You know, the little Anfield Road stands there, waving £20 notes. Then a few years later, within like 3 years of that £20, 3 to 5 years were waving that £20. They started waving £50 notes. And you go, oh, right. Liverpool has some of the fantastic. We've got more graded buildings than anywhere else in the country outside London. Do you know that?
No, never knew that.
Yeah, more graded buildings. We've got more, believe this or not, we've got more Georgian dwellings than Bath.
Jeez.
Than Bath. I'm a specialist on architecture, and I could tell you every building who built it, when it was built, and everything else. I could even tell you, you know, the Galleria in Milano, you know, Milan, next to the cathedral. Yeah. Right, I could tell you who designed that. A fella named Manfredo Manfredi.
Jesus, he sounds like a pastor.
Or the Pope said, Father Manfredo Manfredi. Cardinal Manfredo. This is it, I'll go through these. Right. Paul Turner says, I think it will be three apiece, 3 for Salah, 3 for Nunes, and 3 for Diaz.
No, no.
Oh, brilliant! That was. He nearly got banned again. I'm still interested. I love these people, honestly, God, I love them. I'm going with a 3-0 win, says JK. JK, get that bloody mic done with you. Because I have, as you know, I have JK on travel.
JK's nice play.
Gary says 7-0 up front. And Visa Owosu. Visa Owosu. Hi. Hello, Visa. Got a name. What's her name? Visa Owosu. Isn't that a lovely name? I bet you she's at, I don't know what she is. She must be a red, mustn't she, to come on here? I wonder if she wants to marry me. Come on, we home.
She'll have your eye out, Frank.
So I do, chef. Hope you're well. I say Gary says, Jay Kesley, I was on about you, what you said a couple of comments ago. Scroll back. That's what he was saying there. I wonder what JK was saying. Expect the United fans to do their obscene chanting towards us, Paul. It's not just this lot, it's everybody.
Let them carry on.
Yep. Yes. Doing that type of nonsense in 2023 shows you the level of maturity this world is in, says JK. I've got a fellow historian, and in the new year, I'm going to do a special podcast, and what it's going to be, I don't know what days it'll go. What it'll be about the social and economic issues of the world, what's going on throughout the world, what is going about globalists, about neocons, all these political things, and what's going on in the world today, and all the what's going on. So I'll be doing that with a fellow historian. He's great. He was down to see me the other day, and I discussed it with him, and he went, "Let's get it going. Let's get it up and running." I'll be interested. Be very interested. And it's only like what you said there, Paul. Expect the United fans to do their obscene chanting. I was on Sky Sports, a few years ago, and it was Liverpool Man United, and he said, I don't know why they got me, you know what I mean? I don't know why. And he said to me, he said, well, how come there's been rivalry? I said, it goes back. I said, it doesn't go about football. I said, it goes back years ago. I said, it goes back to the 19th century, even the 18th century, it goes back then. And I explained why, about the rivalry, because Manchester had to come down from Manchester to Liverpool to pick up their, like cotton and everything else. I said, we fed Manchester. We fed them. I said, that's why we allowed them to build the Liverpool to Manchester ship canal. We allowed them.
Jeez.
So, I don't think the Manchester people did it. Not just that, Frank. We have rich areas of the city. Not just that, Frank. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, I understand that. we're talking about the buildings now, you know, the Georgian buildings, the Georgian dwellings. Yes, of course, we have rich areas, very rich areas, to be honest. You've only got to look now. Besides the likes of Calderstones and McGull, put it that way, up there, McGull, of all places as well. You know, we have some fantastic Chilwell, you know, fantastic places, and I mean fantastic places. All these. Anyway, I understand what you're saying, and yes, we do, and we count ourselves lucky. But no one seems to. They just think that would be in your Liverpool slums. That's what that's all about. And now we've got the full docks, you know, where you can go and live, which is absolutely fantastic if you can afford it. Yep, I know the comments I made, and it doesn't make sense. That folk have to drop that low. So, at Gary, that's what JK is answering the question. Brian McGivern, we'll have to be finishing soon. Only for Liverpool, there wouldn't be no Chelsea or London. This is how stupid they are. Should be thankful. All to do with the war, yes. Will do, bro. Frank, get that down. When I said get the mic to says JK. I have a lot to say about the current state of football. Excellent. I wouldn't mind. But have you seen the state of Manchester? Yes. Yeah, they've got a bloody cheat. I watched the alternative news, lads, and I went on someone's ping, you know, American, and I just said hello from Liverpool, UK, and this fella from Manchester said, you know, what are you doing? Something about like a slum. I said, you're not. And this other fella from Rochester, you know, because everyone tunes in, you know, to different pods and whatever. I'm talking about political things now. And this fella on the same pods went like that, from Rochester, said, can I have my hubcaps back? But I had to go at them, which I shouldn't have done. As someone said, a PhD, you are. You shouldn't have. I said, I know, I was silly, but I couldn't hold back. I couldn't hold back. They call us teams, but they stole everything off us when the Manchester Ship Canal was built. I just said that, Gary. I said about we allowed them to have it, but what we did, we weighed the cotton. That's why we had a cotton exchange. We said, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll build that, but when the cotton was coming in, we weighed it, so we were charging them heavily. Back in the 70s, all supporters, including United, used to sing, you'll never walk alone. Won't do it now. And as Gary said, McGull, Crosby, Wilton, Chilwell, Allerton, Mosley, I could go on. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Listen, I'm going to finish. Thanks,
all right, Frank.
I don't know what happened to young Laura. I don't know what happened to her.
Okay, I didn't even see her come on after Laura was on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her, to be honest. Maybe because I went soft, I think she might have become frightened. You know, when I just vanished.
Yeah, might have been, mate.
Yeah, so she might have thought that of being off all the time, you know. Anyway, just for me to say a big thank you. Darryl.
Cheers, Frank. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, no, anytime, okay.
All I got, one last thing to say is that we beat them Manx on Sunday. Let's have it.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Let's have it.
Let's have it.
Take it easy, everyone. See you, Frank.
See you, mate. Thank you so much, Daryl.
Take it easy. Thanks, mate.
See you next week. Thank you. Thank you so much, Daryl Merry, and Big Reds, obviously, loves the Reds, loves everything about everything, does Daryl. And thank you out there for joining me tonight. Thank you, a big, massive thank you to Jamie Phillips, and I'll see you all, when is it? Tuesday. Let's hope that we'll be talking about a great win. Let's hope we'll be talking about a great win against United. And let's just go out and smash them. And as Paul says, great show, Frank. Glad I caught you live and we had a laugh and reminisce about Sanity. And yes, Sanity was honestly, I still get goosebumps. Why did I do that? I don't know why I do that, but I get goosebumps. Anyway, thank you so much. And I'll see you all Tuesday, hopefully. Thank you. Good night now. Good night.